Welcome to another operating session on the Santa Fe's Brazos Valley Subdivision. We'll be operating passenger trains across the subdivision from Fort Worth to Brownwood, Texas. Our crew will be operating train number 6, the westbound Angelo. The Angelo was an historical named train that actually ran from Fort Worth, Texas to Brownwood, Texas from 1948 until it was discontinued in 1968. In today's session, our crew will operate the westbound Angelo over the exact same route traveled by its historical namesake. Train number 6 will depart Fort Worth and be making stops in Granbury, Stephenville, and finally, Brownwood. In addition to the Angelo, 3 other passenger trains will be appearing in this session. The Brazos Valley Special, the Chicagoan, and the California Special. The Angelo, the Chicagoan, and the California Special were real-life Santa Fe passenger trains operating in North Texas through the 1960s. These trains ran over the same routes in real life as are depicted in this video. For an excellent historical presentation of these trains and other passenger trains operating across North Texas in pre-Amtrak days, see Steve Goins' excellent YouTube video presentation, Passenger Trains of North Texas. Our crew's first task is to stop by the Fort Worth Dispatch Office. There, they will pick up their engine assignment card and train orders. The crew is assigned locomotive number 74, an Alco PA1. The train orders are for train number 6, the westbound Angelo. The Angelo is idling on Fort Worth Terminal Track number 1. The crew completes the boarding of passengers, parcel freight, and U.S. mail bound for Granbury, Stephenville, and Brownwood. For departure, the Angelo will meet eastbound train number 3, the Chicagoan, bound for Chicago from Dallas, Texas. Fort Worth, the Chicagoan will drop off a Dallas sleeper car, which the Angelo will pick up and carry to Brownwood. At Brownwood, the Angelo will meet the westbound train number 4, the California Special, which will pick up the Dallas sleeper and carry it to San Francisco. The Chicagoan eases to its station stop on Fort Worth's arrival track. As soon as the Chicagoan clears the entrance to Fort Worth Terminal, number 8, the westbound Brazos Valley Special departs for Granbury. The Angelo is ready for departure, and the crew requests clearance to move on to the main tracks to pick up the Dallas sleeper car. The dispatcher clears train number 6 onto the main track and the Fort Worth arrival track. Train number 6, the Angelo, is now fully coupled up and is cleared onto the main track for Granbury. To simulate the 35-mile trip to Granbury, the Angelo will make one trip around the layout. This gives the operator some road time and allows a bit of rail fanning for onlookers. At a scale speed of 45 miles per hour, it takes about 1 minute and 35 seconds to make one loop around the layout. On the Santa Fe, passenger trains all run as first-class trains and have priority over all freights. The dispatcher will clear all conflicting lower priority trains from the Angelo's route. Here, a westbound through freight is switched off the outer loop main onto the secondary main track to yield right-of-way to the westbound Angelo. Adding an occasional freight train to the passenger train operating session adds a touch of realism and operating interest to the session. Engine 74 leads the Angelo across the Brazos River on the approach into Granbury. Number 74 eases train number 6 to its station stop at Granbury. Number 6 arrives at Granbury 10 minutes ahead of schedule. The Angelo schedule allows for a 58-minute run from Fort Worth to Granbury. The stop at Granbury is scheduled for 15 minutes. Since the Angelo is running 10 minutes ahead of schedule, its stop at Granbury today will last for 25 minutes instead of the scheduled 15. On the Brazos Valley subdivision, a passenger train may depart a station at any time after its scheduled departure time, but never earlier. The dispatcher clears the Angelo for departure from Granbury to Stephenville. The westbound Angelo rounds the bend on its approach into the city of Stephenville and eases to its stop at Stephenville Passenger Depot. Stephenville is a university town, and on game days, additional coaches are sometimes required, as well as extra station time to accommodate the increased passenger traffic. Not today, however, and the Angelo pulls out of Stephenville right on time. Once again, to simulate the distance between Stephenville and Brownwood, the crew will take a lap around the layout on the main track loop. Approaching the entrance turnout for Brownwood, the crew is cleared for the stop at Brownwood Station. The Angelo passes GP 40 number 5502, pulling a local freight and yielding the right-of-way to the Angelo as it eases to the station stop at Brownwood Depot. Angelo will have a crew change here at Brownwood. The new crew will drop off the Dallas sleeper car for the California Special, then continue on to its final destination of San Angelo, Texas. At San Angelo, the train will remain overnight and begin the return trip to Fort Worth as train number 7, the eastbound Angelo. The Angelo drops off the Dallas sleeper car to be picked up by the California Special. Train number 4, the westbound California Special, approaches Brownwood on Santa Fe's mainline track from Houston, Texas. The California Special will back into the Brownwood station to pick up the Dallas sleeper. Train number 4, the California Special, will undergo a crew change here at Brownwood, do other necessary station work, then resume its westward journey to California. This completes our passenger train operating session for train number 6, the westbound Angelo, on the Brazos Valley subdivision of the Santa Fe.